Hey guys, how are we all doing? So Dan from Trading with Dan here. This is our Bitcoin evening wrap. So if you guys wouldn't mind smashing that like button, and we'll go straight over to those charts. So yeah, Bitcoin on the 4 hour. Yeah, as you can see, it was looking pretty good this morning for a break above this level, which was what I believe going to get us to well, basically get us to all-time highs. We weren't able to get over it. Basically, we didn't manage to get over it. So we are well, we're now going to make a decision. I mean, you kind of look at it and think we're at least going to come down and test this horizontal, even if we do get supported by it. But you think that would be the most likely immediate move, unless you want to kind of look at this as an ascending triangle, which you could do. But I mean, I still think that means we've got a bit lower to potentially come down, and then I think, well, we might as well just come down to this this support area. So yeah, I mean, the thing is, this market is pretty much due a pullback, but you don't often just get a pullback off just a nice slowing of the price action, a couple of tests down, a bit of sideways, and then bang, come down. What you will often get is a hunt to the upside, a big savage hunt, and then an absolute slam down, and then we'll trade some more downside over the next few days. So with us being so close to such an important level, only basically about $1,500 away, you would think the market would have the strength to get up there, but I mean, as of yet, it's not necessarily done it. What I would say, the reason for us maybe not breaking up like we look like we're going to do this morning, is the DXY decided to have a nice little move up. Yeah, nice little move from DXY. Came above our level, our horizontal here. That hit some liquidity and then pumped all the way up. So this is kind of like a mini example in reverse of what I'm saying. The market basically was going to have a bounce back up again. So obviously the opposite of a pullback in Bitcoin, because Bitcoin's trending up and this is trending down. But what it did first, it had a big pump above a level, and then slammed all the way back the other way. And there you go. That's what you'll often see. Yeah, dollar. I mean, so basically all I'm trying to say actually at the moment is that the dollar is the reason that Bitcoin has pretty much stayed where it was. So that's obviously bullish, because with the dollar going up and Bitcoin just staying where it is, and obviously when the dollar goes down, you expect Bitcoin then to go up. That's clearly is a bullish, obviously, indication for Bitcoin. But yeah, what happens to the dollar now? I mean, realistically, we're at a horizontal here. Well, I mean, we're literally just playing horizontals to horizontals, aren't we, really? We broke that one, tagged that one, and then came back and now just trading below this one. I mean, my inclination is obviously down for the dollar. But this is quite a big move up, so we could maybe hang around here for a bit, maybe even test the next level before potentially coming back down, or we could just come back down from here. But you don't often see a move straight up and then straight back down. So I mean, yeah, I would expect at least some consolidation here, maybe drifting upwards, maybe just drifting sideways, and then yeah, and then well, my overall view of this is bearish, so I do think we would probably then come down and take out this level, potentially with obviously some bouncing around this area. But yeah, that is what is holding up Bitcoin at the moment, holding it up from hitting those all-time highs. So we've got to talk about the bell of the ball at the moment, and that is this chart here, Ethereum, Bitcoin. I mean, just look at that move. Just look at that move, guys, in the context of what we've had going on. Obviously, nothing goes up in a straight line, but yeah, I mean, so I expect a pullback at some point and then potentially more upside. This was what we were needing for Ethereum, basically to break back into this channel, break above these highs, and yeah, I mean, it's looking especially good. And then obviously this level here, get above here, which we're very close to. I mean, it's almost certain that we're going to get a bull into this area, but it's just not certain as to whether we're going to get a pullback first and then sort of regain some momentum, consolidate, and then basically pump up. But yeah, I mean, the ferocity of this move up tells me that we're not going to get beaten by this level here. We are going to find our way into here and then just well, but potentially keep drifting upwards, is what I would say. But yeah, I mean, that is just actually an absolute epic move, for Ethereum. So that is really good. Ethereum, US dollar, also, as you can see, our target was basically met, and then basically met again. So I mean, this is kind of what I mean by you don't go straight up, you get up, and then we get like quite a big of a pullback here. Which is actually, from this move up, is not far off the halfway point. In fact, I'll say it's pretty much nearly the halfway point from here to here. And then you had it. That was an important point, the halfway point. Bounced off that, and then look, onwards and upwards. Absolutely, just incredible, really. It's I am really glad to see this. I've moved a lot of funds into Ethereum recently, so it is good to see it going on an absolute mission. Let's have a look at Bitcoin dominance. Yeah, as you can see, we can delete this arrow now. This arrow was basically, we're looking at the TD9 sell down here, which didn't materialize. We wanted to make our way up to the next one, so we'll just get rid of that big thick red arrow. I mean, that's basically our target, but we're just coming from a higher level now. But yeah, just look at that move. I mean, obviously a lot of this is Ethereum, in much the same way that when you see the dollar index, a lot of it is against the euro. When you see the Bitcoin dominance, a lot of it is Bitcoin against Ethereum. Yeah, this is just like a pure dump, isn't it? I mean, even the savage move to the upside was not as vicious as this move down. So yeah, like I said, maybe expect a bounce at some point, but just expect more of the same, in all fairness. I mean, it's like everyone was waiting for alt season, and all of a sudden just all wanted to dive in at exactly the same point. But fair enough. I mean, that's not the worst way to trade, in all fairness, or just jump in when we actually start to make the move. But yeah, I mean, this is pretty much our level here, around 62 percent. Get down to there. I mean, I'd expect to bounce around, or some sort of consolidation around here. But yeah, if we take this out, then well, potentially heading down here in what will be one of the most epic alt seasons ever. But I have said though, we could very easily get supported and bounce around here, and then come back up and take out this, and then just that be the end of well, it won't at all be the end of altcoins. There'll be some that still do well anyway, but I mean, just Bitcoin will start to then do really well. But that could happen, but I think we've got plenty more time to play in these alts before that needs to happen. But yeah, just an absolute epic dump in the BTC.D. If this comes down the same distance again, oh yeah, I would my portfolio would definitely enjoy that. That to say the least. Whilst we're on here, let's look at Tesla. Cheeky Tesla. I mean, here's a lesson on don't front run the 9. Tesla's 4-hour 9s have performed particularly well. Here, and we started to sell off before the 9, and then bang, look at that, there's your 9. So now we are on the 9. Is it time for some actual pullback? I mean, chart pattern wise, regardless of if I just don't look at what this is or anything, have no bias, I would say, yeah, nice ascending triangle, looks great, off the back of a move up, looks great. Basically, we've broken out of it, that's fine. We're on a 4-hour 9, potentially looking now for a back test. A back test anywhere around obviously the 460 level over the course of the next few days, and then that be the massive buy, to send Tesla basically to, well, maybe 600. That's my view on this chart, and to be honest, that is my view on this chart. I mean, I've learned a long time ago, especially with Tesla's reaffirmed those lessons that just let them do whatever they want. Yeah, Neo. Remember, guys, when I was talking about that discussion I was having with my friend about Neo, about how all the EV stocks, Neo was the one to buy. A lot of it fundamental reasons, a lot of it Chinese, well, however you really want to look at it, but Chinese economy is on paper ahead of either the countries recovery wise. But also they've got a lot of infrastructure already built for EVs, whereas that isn't really built in Europe and America. yeah, I mean, I was having a discussion with a guy around here. We went all the way down to there, and then he came back down. He was like, oh, I can't believe the people buying Neo now, buying Neo at $12. They're never gonna see anything, they're never gonna see these highs again. And I looked at the chart, and I was like, I mean, this is just clearly bullish. I mean, I'm pretty sure they're going to get to $20, and then just based on this ascend, this is literally very similar to Tesla, ascending triangle at the high after a big move. I was just looking at, well, the target for that is pretty much around $20, so it looks like we're getting $20. Then $20 hit pretty much. Nice consolidation, and then nice move up. This is also a textbook example of low vol leads to high vol leads to low vol leads to high vol. Again, there, high vol leads to low vol leads to high vol leads to that's relatively low vol tightening formation. But yeah, so those people buying Nero about $12, buying about $12 at literally this point here. Never looked back, did it? Never looked back realistically, and it is now trading a good 4+X of $12. Insane for all you Neo guys, all you guys in this stock. Well done guys. This was my pick, and I did say a few times, out of Tesla, Nikola and Neo was the one I would have gone for. This is obviously after Tesla had done like its big crazy moves. Neo then was the next one to sort of look at, and obviously we know Nikola is a scam. Nikola's a reverse merger. Not all reverse mergers are scams, but most scams are reverse mergers, so let's just leave it at that. But yeah, so very interesting stock markets. Here you can see stock markets just trading a bit sideways, here, so not really too much to talk about there. Silver and gold in this new risk on environment, not particularly liking life. I think gold is not going to be looking that great here. Yeah, gold has dropped this horizontal, so yeah, gold coming down. Gold has got potential. We'll just delete this and we'll put in an actual straight line. Yeah, 1780 I would say is a nice target for gold. Yeah, that's what I'll be looking at. We might make that a bit thicker. I do think that's quite an important level. Potentially a good buy entry around there for gold. Yeah, looking good. So right, let's go back to Bitcoin. I think I believe we've talked about other markets a bit much there. Yeah, the 5 day is definitely going to be looking I mean, like, we're only 2 days into this 5 day candle, so we do have another 3 days left. But yeah, to be honest though, that's not far off halfway. But yeah, indecision candle after a 9, a bit questionable. Are we going to keep going up on the basis of that? 9 candle on the weekly, but this one has only just started. This has got basically is less than a day old. So we're gonna have to see how this pans out. But just so far as what I say about 9 to you guys is expect acceleration on the 9, but doesn't always happen, but expect it. But also the other thing is the 5 day 9 has been more efficacious, so maybe that was the acceleration on the more efficacious 5 day 9, and we are then going to see downside now, or at least sideways, which would be just good for altcoins, I guess. But yeah, let's look at finally we'll look at the stochastics, see what they're saying. Obviously 4 hours looking good to try and get us up this morning, but that's subsequently failed. 10 hour, yeah, I mean 10 hours still coming down. 12 hours lost the trend line, but like I said, I wouldn't be looking at this too importantly until we basically get down into the purple zone, just because it was just a function of time basically losing this trend line. The daily as well, I mean if the daily gets down to here too, I mean expect 14k. If the 2 day starts to pull down to about here, expect to potentially be at 14k. And then I mean, these not looking too bad. These are topping, looking like they could stay up there in the context of Bitcoin moving staying anywhere up in here and just generally ranging. But yeah, that is it, guys. So I mean, altcoins are sort of confirming sideways to down for Bitcoin at the moment. Maybe one of our first pauses in the exponential move up. A nice pullback to around 14k for myself personally would be aesthetically pleasing chart wise, and perfectly normal looking chart wise. And then basically a bounce from there, trade a bit, consolidate a bit in here, maybe form a large ascending triangle, and then we will be on our merry way to the lofty heights of in the 20Ks. So yeah, that is it, guys. So remember, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Always do your own research, and I will speak to you guys in the morning.